Yo, what's good? Welcome to New Era Podcast. We are back once again, just keeping this momentum going. We've been having a crazy 2 week run, man. I'm feeling like the Toronto Raptors on that 14 game winning streak. Like every day we got something new coming up, something different. And I'm excited, man. I'm here with my co-host Freddie. What's good, bro?
What's poppin', Ben? New Era Game was good.
Regular schmegular, doing what we always do, man. Shout out to Damn I'm Wild Fat Boy and Mac. They couldn't be here tonight. Niggas got real lives, man. People have families, but the show must go on. So, with that being said, today we got something a little bit different for y'all, man. Usually, you know how we give it up. We interview battle rappers, we interview league owners, but we also got to pay attention to the people that's behind the scenes that's also pushing this culture forward. So, we have, oh man, she has so many different titles to her name. As of right now, I'm just going to have it as the source columnist because we are going to discuss that, but I'll let you guys know some other trades of her. It is Meza, aka Nikki. What up?
What up? What up? But I'm not the source columnist. That's not who I am.
Oh.
Uh, I'm the managing editor for the source as well as one of the contributing writers. But a columnist. I mean, we don't really have columnists over there. But
gotcha. So that's
get it right, Ben. Get it right, Ben.
I'm not. It's all good,
as everybody knows that listens to the show, I'm always fucking up when it comes to people's titles and their name. I mean, in their states that they live in. Thank God Nikki lives in New York, so I don't have to worry about that part. But I still got something wrong. So it's
no. But you know what? You got my heart right. So you know me. We family. So
that's a big fact, man. That's a big fact. We've taken a lot of road trips to these events. After these events. In the rain, about to to lose our lives on the road. Like
I know,
it's crazy, but our hearts was always in the right place. So, Nikki, what's up, man? I speak to you in a little minute, man. How's things been going?
Everything is going well. Things have been great. 2020 is shaping up really lovely, and I think 2021 is going to be even more fabulous. So I'm just excited. I'm actually my kid who's coming off a win. My daughter's movie just won a Spirit Award over the weekends. The Spirit
congrats.
The Spirit, yeah, thank you very much. Spirit is kind of like the Oscar for independent films, and her indie film was on Netflix. It was one of the #1 movies over the summer. So Netflix. So, yeah. Did you see it?
Nah, you gotta forward that to me, man. I definitely gotta see
that. The name of the film is called "See You Yesterday." It's a Spike Lee film.
See You Yesterday is a Spike. Come on, man. You gotta keep me in tune with this kind of stuff, man. I'm just finding out about this right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Back to the Future meets Do the Right Thing. So basically, her character, her brother gets killed by the cops, and she goes back into time to stop the murder. But every time you go back into time, something changes and somebody. So it's about can you really change anything?
Okay.
Is it some things a destiny? So she keeps going back in time, and a lot of stuff happens. It's a great film, and there's some smart ass kids out of Brooklyn. So that's dope. That's dope, right?
That's super dope. So I'm glad that you're already looking into the future with 2020 and 2021. I kind of want to take a step backwards before we go into the future, because you took. It is funny because, like, before we even started recording, a lot of people know who you are, but a lot of people don't know what you look like. Like, you have to be in the know. Like, you have to be at events. You have to be outside to know who you are.
I mean, it's basically I'm 6 feet tall. I'm light skinned. I got a red weave. I stand next to Smack all the time.
Yo, you're a fool. You know what's crazy about that?
I'm trying to think I'm like red weave, 6 foot.
Yo, you're the absolute opposite of that. That's what's so. but at the end, well, not even just the end of 2019. Every year, you do something very impactful in the culture. That's basically showing recognition to not only the battle rappers but the media outlet. The females, everybody that has something to do in the culture, the people that's making big impacts, you show, basically you show love to them. You know what I mean? You make sure that they're recognized on a bigger platform, and make sure that they get the credit that they deserve. Now, for those that don't know, because as with everything in battle rap, if you people that what they don't understand, they criticize even more heavily. So talk us through your end of the year recaps. How does that go? Is it something that you do on your own, or is that something that you make sure that fans and media is involved in as well?
Sure. So since we're backing up, we might as well start backing up. I mean, a lot of people don't know who the source is, what the source is. The source is the oldest hip hop media outlet in the world.
Facts.
We were started in 1988. We discovered artists like Biggie Smalls, Eminem, Mobb Deep, Wale. We have this whole thing called Unsigned Hype. And we also have another thing called Five Mics. So we were the ones that made Illmatic a classic, right? So when it comes down to battle rap, right? We've been doing this shit way before Smack was throwing, mics in people's faces when he was a cameraman, okay? Battle rap has taken on a whole different type of energy. In fact, the reason why we found out about Eminem was from his battles back in the day, well before the movie 8 Mile, right? Well before his deal with Steve Stout over at Interscope. I know everybody's like, it was with Jimmy Iovine and it was with Dre and all that, but Stout was a part of that shit. And so it's important for people to put the context, because a lot of people are saying like, oh, the source doesn't belong in this space. You know what I'm saying? Like they're outsiders. No, we are insiders. And when you start looking at people who make moves and become successful as outside, that says something about you versus the platform, right? It says something about how small you see battle rap or how small you see your existence in battle rap. So since I've been there for the last few years, we've been doing this battle rap top 20 recap. And so this year was the first time that we actually did more than just the top 20, right? We actually incorporated battlers of the decade. We also in the top media outlets, as well as the most impactful events of the year. Now, last year we did the top events also. We did top events, but then we also did we did events, but then this year we did moments. What were the most impactful moments? And so it made people really upset. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to get you thinking. I'll let Champion and them do the scientific, unpacking of what the year was. That's not what this is. This was an opportunity for us to allow our readers, people that we know, people that I respect, to kind of chime in and tell us what they want. It's like the difference between the Grammys and the AMAs or the MTV Video Awards, right?
Right.
So the Grammys is a little more insiders. People, people in the know are analyzing different things. Unless you're watching the Grammys this year, not the movie, but just the movement behind the scenes, you start to see there's some finagling there also. But we actually do an algorithm. We look at our analytics and we use the subscribers, and we look at those people who read the battle rap stories on our site, and we invite them to a select few of them. We only had about 1,000 people participate in a survey about what they thought, who they thought was, the very best.
I was one of those people, even though I wasn't on my fucking job, but yeah.
But but then, that was you actually weren't. You were one of my personal people. So,
okay.
Because actually, Nunu had I love Nunu. I think Nunu is dope. And Nunu actually mentioned this. Nunu said to someone that, they send it out to personal people. I send it out to my people. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there are certain tastemakers that may not even read the articles, but I need their opinions because they are important. But my staff, they come up with their own thoughts, as well as we send it out to certain fans, right? And we've gotten this list, and we go over the list, and as much as I want to kind of move certain things around, I can't move things around because it takes the integrity of this little process out. I think that everybody's opinion matters. Even if somebody got 15 people voting for them.
But you know what I'm saying? That's where the problem comes in at, though. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of trolls.
No, guess what? It's not a problem. You know why it's not a problem? Because it's balanced out by some other things, right? Okay. I think the only mistake I think on this list was that John wasn't included on the decade list. right? And so if you read the comments, right? If you read the comments, I mean, like, well, the article, I actually mentioned it. I'm like, yo, John John should have been on this list, right?
Absolutely.
But this is the other thing. It tells people what the fans are thinking. There's a if you do statistics for every one person, that's about 1,000 people thinking that way.
Okay.
So for an artist that didn't make the list, you gotta say, why don't the people like me? Because ultimately, it's not about battle rap. Is never about lyricism. You might think it is. It's about performance. It's wrestling. Who's your favorite wrestler? Who shows up? Who's the personality? Who does people want to see? We know that there's some people who are crazy at rapping. Amazing. They got bars for days. You don't want to see them. I always like to use this analogy between Kweli and Mos Def. We love Black Star.
Right.
But if someone was to hand you tickets to a Kweli concert or a Mos Def concert, which one are you going to go to?
I'm going to Mos Def.
Right. But who's the better rapper?
Kweli.
Who's the better lyricist?
Kweli.
Is. And that's the point. So it's really sometimes it's subjective, but it's also about emotionalism. So if you are not putting out something that's undeniable, then you have to reassess you have to reassess why you're in battle rap. You
Right.
have to be attractive as a personality.
So Nikki, just to kind of play devil's advocate right here, you know what I mean? I understand everything that you're saying, absolutely. You're making 100% sense. It's not like, you
You don't have to even agree with me. That's good.
No. It's not that I agree or it's not that I agree or disagree with you. What I'm saying though is that when you're dealing with lists, right? Especially in battle rap and list do not go hand in hand. Like those are it's always gonna, because it's so subjective. Because it's so subjective, it's it's hard to come up with a list. You know what I mean? Even with the John John thing, right? John John came, he still got an honorable mention. It's not like he just was left in the dark. You know what I mean? Like nobody just cared about him, and people still had a problem with that. The thing is, though, I think the voting process. That's where the problem that everybody I think is having with list, and that's where I'm trying to figure out how do you.
And I think that's. I mean, I have in my top 50 my top 50 rappers. Period. Right.
Right.
I have about 100 people in it. So when it comes down, we don't like everybody. Even when you're in high school, it's a superlative list. The person who got best dressed might not have been the best dressed, right? Mm-hmm. But you went along with people do lists. It's not just battle rap; it's everywhere. Nobody likes a list, right? Nobody, right? However, you do lists because it's a fun thing to do, right? And most of the times, guess what? I don't know what the champion list is going to be this year,
right?
But what I can tell you is if you look at the champion list and my list last year, which again, my list last year caused a bunch of controversy too, it was almost the same list.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. That's a fact.
While people are all upset, you can't really deny the names is there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say, "Oh, I wish my person was a little higher," or "I don't think that this person should have," but that's cool. Do that type of thing. That's just like watching a battle and being like, "This nigga won and this one lost." And somebody else was like, "Nah, I don't like comedy. I like gun bars." So I think he won it. I was watching the official battle and the Misfit battle the other day, right? And I was like, "Yo,
fire."
But depending on what type of and I was looking, I was like, "Wow, I could see an official face like, yo, they like Misfit better than me." But I can also look at Misfit and see her saying like, "Yo, they like official better than me," because it really is about how you're wired, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, I love what I don't like is the bashing because I'm a super sensitive person, and so the fact that I go into spaces and I work with y'all to expose y'all to different spaces for so many people to come out and be like F the source and all that, the backlash of it. It comes with the territory. And if you know me, I give it, I can take it just as much as I give it, right? However, I just think that it's very small-minded because it trickles into something else. And
absolutely,
the other part of that is that niggas don't even read the article.
They
just screenshot stuff and then they circulate in the screenshot. So all of that conversation was not coming back to the site and giving me the traffic that I like. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's one of those things where y'all the social collateral doesn't always align with my intentions. Like I always want if you're gonna have powerful discussion, at least know what you're talking about. Which is
Absolutely.
one of the things that I love battle rap fans. Shout out to y'all. We don't always do as much as we like to think that we're informed. We don't. We don't.
Oh yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
I mean, let's look at the list though. Top
You
5 on the list.
top 5
Which
on the
one we
list.
looking at?
We're looking at the top 20 battle rappers of the year.
Okay,
So
okay.
so the top number one. You know what I mean? I think you hit it on the nose. You know what I mean? I think that Geechee Gotti, if not number one, is number 2. You know what I mean? So who would be in front of him?
Remember, again, the source did, because it wasn't just me; it was other people, and we had a system. It's so funny. We had a little tech girl, try to figure this stuff out, to send stuff out. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
y'all should also sign up for our newsletter. We send it out every day, but
I got you.
But go ahead.
Definitely.
That's me.
So Geechee and Ill Will, that was number 1 and number 2. They both have phenomenal years. I have no problem with that at all. You have Rum. It's what's funny? Your list is pretty much on point. Number 3, you have Rum Nitty, crazy year. He turned up towards the end of the year. K-Shine number 4. Whether you have him, he's in that top 5 discussion, so I don't have a problem with that. Chess number 5. So I think that top 5 list, y'all got it on point. Y'all made sense. I don't really see an issue. It's just whether or not who deserves number 1, 2, whichever way you want to mix it up. But I agree. Those are the top 5 that I had as well.
Okay.
Now some things that do look weird. Here's the ones that look a little weird, right? New Jersey Twerk at number 7. I think the fans got it wrong right there. Shout out to Twerk. Phenomenal. I just think he had a stellar year. His year was kind of weird. It's not really too many other ones that JC at 14. I think he could have been a little lower as well.
Lower? I think he could have been a little higher.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, like, he should have been like lower on the list as far as like the numbers 3, 2, 1, 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, higher, basically. But looking at the list overall, I don't have you got Chef Trez on there. He deserves to be on there. You got I don't know. Saga definitely. Saga definitely belonged on there.
Official had a good year.
Was Official had a great year. So this the other part is that a lot of people's lists, because we're champion in the source. We're not the only ones that do lists. We're the best ones, but we're not the only ones that do lists. Well, a lot of people would never put Saga on the list. And I hate how people hate on Saga. Saga is fire.
Saga's super fire.
And he's Christian. That's
absolutely. Yeah, that's a plus for me too. I have no problem with that at all.
And I like that y'all ain't just going with like the top names per se. Like even in the honorable mentions, you got Don Marino in there. You got Ace Amin. Like they had really good years. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Ace Amin had a good year because of his mouthpiece. Not necessarily good rhyme. And I like Ace. You know what I'm saying? But that's the other part is wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So when you start looking at it as as entertainment,
right,
that people can live, people are buying houses, taking care of their families.
Absolutely. You
understand that it's more than just I really like Bill Collector. I wish Bill Collector could have been on the list, but again, people.
It is. Yeah, I don't know. And this isn't. I don't want this to be like an episode where we're trying to come at the source for their list. Like, no, your list is your list. If somebody wants to make their own list, then shit. Learn how to fucking make a list. You know what I mean? Like that's not what I mean. I want the narrative to be at all. Definitely wanted to kind of just discuss more so just how the list came about. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that I think a lot of people just thought, whoever wrote this article, these are the people that this person likes, and this is what this person likes.
That's because they didn't read. Because if you read the first paragraph, it tells you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing. I'm old, right? I'm old. I'm older than all of y'all. I mean, some of y'all can't name mom.
Old school.
No, I'm just old.
You're not old. Yo, Freddie, I'm telling you, Freddie, if you ever seen her, bro, you would not think that, bro. You would think that she's still in high school or something like that.
Stop. Here you go. Nobody's supposed to know who I am. I'm 46. I'm 46, right? And so I think that people should be hooked on phonics. And I think that when you read stuff and it explains it to you, I don't have a problem re-explaining it to you, but I never speak on something that I've not tried to immerse myself. You know,
Absolutely.
and to hear so much, and I don't care about what folk are saying. You know, like that's,
Right.
some
Facts,
people.
facts,
There's
facts.
been some conversations that were disrespectful. I don't like no disrespect, but I think that a lot of this is what's problematic is when people just don't do the reading. You know what I'm saying? When they just don't see, oh, is that? Oh, it's supposed to spark conversation. Oh, it's da 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 da. You know, so.
Yeah. Like as if you just like you just jumping out the window and shit like that. Like nah. Like it was like you said in the beginning of this episode, like over 1,000 people, you know what I mean? About 1,000 people was reached out to, you know what I mean, to make lists and everything. You even have personal people that you have reached out to. So it definitely, you know what I mean, was a collective thing, you know what I mean?
It was a labor. It was a labor of love. And I started putting stuff
Absolutely.
out in November,
Mm,
right?
right.
And I knew because it take people a long time. And
Mad
like you
long
said, Ben, I
ago.
sent something to you, and you didn't even, you didn't even respond. You said you would, but
I know.
people be busy.
Nikki,
I'm
let me
horrible,
ask you this,
yo.
Nikki. Out of all these lists that you have here, which one was the hardest one to come together?
Mm,
Um,
good
I think the
question.
hardest one was the decade one.
The decade.
Yeah, because one of my favorite ones was the top 10 impact makers of the year.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was fire. That was super fire.
because I love that Misfit was there.
Mm-hmm.
I love the John, the whole go get it. Um,
Cassidy definitely
That was
I
deserved to
love
be.
it.
Cassidy definitely deserved to be on that list. Like, no matter how much people
number
don't like him,
number
like
one, Ben.
bro, I don't have a
Yes,
problem with that, bro. Like honestly, bro, yo, do you
but you
not
gotta look at the
remember?
definition. Read the definition. You have the list in
Right.
front of y'all.
Absolutely.
Impact makers. Yeah,
Read
definitely.
read read why he's number one.
The way he impacted the culture with his promotion and sheer presence.
He brought money. Money trumps everything. He brought income.
Even
He made
just
it so people
even more
could,
than just the
yeah.
money though, it was like everybody was talking about that, bro. You don't remember that was
Facts.
all we
And
all was blogging on. We didn't
but
blog on
still
nothing else
money
but
though. That's
Cassidy.
still money. That's views are money.
Mm.
If everybody's talking about it and people clicking on your thing, somebody's getting a check later.
Yeah.
And so the people just think, oh, is the ticket sales? No, he impacted the industry.
That's a fact.
Maybe caffeine was like open to this because they see, oh, look what they can do.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a too. That the decade card. I definitely think, yo, the decade card is probably the most. I'm not looking at it as like the order of it. More so, I'm just looking at who's on the list. And
But also look at what it says. It says the catalyst super. Do you know what catalyst mean? Hooked on finance.
come on now.
Go ahead and
No, I
give us the
don't mean
definition.
you. I just mean people.
Go
So
ahead.
Give it to us.
everybody's like, I don't gotta give it to y'all. I mean, it just means the change agents, the people that change things up in the last decade, right?
Mhm.
Not in all times. Is all times you would have Luxon and Mook a little higher. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the decade, so you
Right.
got to show up in the decade a little more. You know what I'm saying? To be as high. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody can
Yeah.
argue the
Like,
Arsenal over the last
yeah,
decade.
like Freddie, like Catalyst is like it's like a person that like they cause the change. You know what I mean? So like these people in a decade is like basically in a decade they caused a big change in battle rap. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like Arsenal, the change that he made was like he's one of the most viewed battle rappers of all time. Him and DNA. You know what I mean? Like they pretty much evolved through all the different eras of battle rap. You know what I mean? And still at like the top of their game. So I don't
I
have
mean, ESPN for
right.
DNA.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Arsenal. You got Love and Hip Hop. Like you got Wyclef. He signed the Wyclef.
Mm.
He got the show with Jermaine Dupri.
You know, what show? What you mean?
Is it in that Arsenal? He got the show, or he like does something on the show, the rap game or some shit.
Well, the rap game.
That was John
started
John.
with, John and Don. I mean, he
Oh,
was
okay,
on
okay,
there,
my
but
bad.
he was on there, but that was a John and Don plug. So that's
Oh,
again,
okay,
you know,
okay.
like I like it's so funny when you look at the honorable mentions, right? Who would you take off the list to put somebody else on? You know what I'm saying? Like for the females, right?
Mm.
And again, I don't see how anybody can say Hustle needs to be off. You can replace Hustle with somebody. Miss Hustle. Not only is she, not only
she's the
does
queen.
Hustle show
She's first lady.
first lady. Jazz. You can't take Jazz off. They got a whole thing. Jazz face. You do the Jazz face like when you something is you know, most people are like, yo, that's nasty. That's Cortez. People like take Cortez off. He's the Vault King, whatever he is. Shout out to the Virgo.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Too. He was dumb. He was hyped too. That he made the list. Like I remember talking to him and all that. Like I told him it was deserved though.
He worked hard. Spanish, like he bring a whole different community to the space. Like so, why people don't consider that? He almost single-handedly up until Don Marino came a couple of months ago. Like he was the one by himself.
Yeah,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't dismiss. Sometimes we get so the change agent. You got different community looking now. You know, and he's not corny. He not like mi gente. You know?
Right.
He's you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Another thing I like is it ain't just all battle rappers. You also got the battle rap media outlets on here. I think that was dope.
Oh, people got
Obviously.
the people didn't like the battle rap media outlet.
What didn't they like?
They didn't like the Butterfly there.
How did you feel about that? Because I don't have a problem with Vada. Like me and Vada, we have a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like we're cool. So I don't know.
I don't know. But to me, I think that when I can't speak for other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm cool with Henny. You know what I'm saying? I would love for Battle Rap Chat to be up in. You know what I'm saying? Like today, when I was looking online, nobody was talking about the caffeine thing but him. You know, like I like it's bootleg. You know, whatever you do, I like it. I like Battle Rap. You know, it's different things.
Absolutely, Henny's in the field.
When you so many like Butterfly just be on it. Like people go and check for him, and so forget about the Kenny stuff and whatever he did. You know, I seen him be kind of shady with the Source stuff on. Then he changed it to the XXL. Then he put the Vibe, and I see him. But
it was more so like, and I'm not trying to sit here and speak for you at all. I'm just talking from a taking notice point of view. Vada's. Like you said, he's on it. Like something dropped about the caffeine thing. It's up in 5 minutes on his channel. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like certain people, and it's not nobody's fault that people have regular lives or that they don't have the time to report on everything.
But he got a job too, though. He got a job too. He on it.
Yeah,
I'm not ever hating nobody.
Right.
No, and I like excellent. I like great quality stuff too. You know, so my expert opinion to me is revolutionary.
Absolutely.
To see, Math kind of, just kind of shift his situation, transform into one situation. 15 minutes of fame is what it is,
Staple. I love 15 minutes of fame.
It's a staple. Champion is undeniable. It's ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Where was Battle Truth? Nah.
Oh, so let's talk about Battle Truth. So this is the funny thing, right? So again, I'm old, right? So my nephew is young, and he be at some of the battles with me. So you might not, if you see me, if you know what I look like, I'm with my nephew and my niece most of the time, right?
Thanks.
Well, a lot lately because they just discovered it was so funny. At the 2.5 joint, I'm walking, and my nephew just out the blue be like, Aunt Nicole, what you doing here? And I was like, hey, and I called him by his government, and he was like, no,
you're not doing that. You're not doing that.
And I remember introducing him to Smack, and I'm like, yo, this is my baby nephew. He's like, I'm a grown ass man in my 30s. I'm not your baby nephew.
That's
but
OD.
I say that to say that he told me about this Battle Truth and how the reason why, he had this like thing about the reason why we didn't put him on the list is because he was a Christian and he stands for Jesus Christ. I was like, yo, does he not know that I'm an ordained minister? Reverend. I'm a reverend. Like, I love me some Jesus. What are you talking about? Crazy. I like everything about Jesus. So that he's not on there because nobody voted for him. He's a weirdo.
Yeah. That's just simple. Like nobody voted for him. So, but overall, you know what I mean? Like, I think, and I've spoke to a lot of people on Twitter and behind the scenes as well, different media outlets, and all of us actually agreed that you guys, y'all didn't get it, y'all didn't really get it that wrong. You know what I mean? Of course, there's some things that people agree with, don't agree with.
Three-Letter Man should have been there.
He was honorable mention, though. You know what I mean? And,
you know what I mean? And we only did 5, so if we'd have did 10, he'd have been in there, right?
Right.
Angry fan should have been in there. We hope he gets better. I added that.
Right.
I added get better.
Definitely put that.
I see. I guess going back to the impact list. I think that it's kind of interesting to see just how certain people, and I think that if we watch how people, like to me, Chess did an amazing. Like he just was amazing, and if for no other reason than how he showed up after Surf couldn't back.
Absolutely.
I was one of the people that didn't think he was going to show up and do well.
I was nervous for him.
I had a long conversation with Beasley, and Beasley was like, "You're wrong." He's like, "You're wrong, and you're going to have to buy me dinner or something because I believe in him so much." And I sat there, and I was, I was somewhere close during the battle. I wouldn't nobody know me, and I was like, he's a star. I didn't see it before. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's not a star, he's a moon. He's intergalactic. He's somewhere up there. He's a planet.
Absolutely.
He's something. But there's something really special about that man, young man. Anybody that thinks that the app shouldn't have didn't make an impact is bonkers.
Yeah.
Right.
And Summer Pack Reloaded.
Yeah, that had to be talked. That was crazy, man. I was there. We was there. You know what I mean? Like you was.
Yeah.
You was. I remember when all of that happened. You was literally right there next to me. Like we were right there, front and center, standing there, and then like all that shit happened. We was just like, I don't even think I sent you after that. Like I don't even think I was able to find you after that. Like that was just.
I was like, oh, I'm out. It's so funny when I see the video. I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, it's like we was there, and then the shit. Yeah, we just weren't in the scene no more. Like I remember, like, nah, I'm getting the fuck off, like, out of this clip because this is just too much.
Now on here it says that Summer Impact Reloaded potentially stops Smack URL from doing business in New York ever again. Do y'all believe that?
No.
I would hope not. I would hope not.
But it could have. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get venues in New York.
Super hard.
And so when they think, when they think about booking people, they're like, what is the likelihood of there being a violent out? And so I'm from the generation where a lot of concerts, hip hop concerts ended in fights, ended in shootings, right? Mm-hmm. And so after a while, they stopped allowing us to have parties and a lot. I'm not from New York, so but I know it was like that here too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, people always are looking for reasons to stop Black and brown people expressing themselves and stopping their pursuit of happiness. So, and we're also like that. So, the Summer Impact Reloaded thing. Way did the fight happen? I understand the emotionalism behind it. I lost my mother. You be out your mind. But so I'm not talking about that specific incident because it is what it is, right? But I know that a lot of times the violence, right, that comes with the aggression in battle rap, because we don't see it as wrestling, and some people take it so personal, and then they want to fight afterwards, and they want to do what they want to do. It has the potential of not just stopping people money, but taking people's lives and taking innocent people's lives, because bullets don't have names. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of gang talk in battle rap, but again, I when I used to live in Los Angeles, people could walk down the street for no reason and just get hit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The gang culture was just different,
Yeah,
and back in the day, it wasn't
different. How do I gotta chill out with that, man? With this whole gang culture shit, like I don't know, like when this shit became this cool or popular, but my name niggas gotta
family. It's about family. We are Black Africans. We're Africans, so we're tribal. We're tribal. That's why there's posse. That's why we're cliques. I mean, it's a reason why we want to be a part of someone to see me and not judge me and love me for whatever attribute I have. And that's why I'm in the sorority. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the dope. You know, we founded in 1914, 13. So we're even more we're gang in a
Absolutely,
way.
absolutely.
But we do positive stuff. We got colors. You better not wear my color.
Yo,
you know.
so just to
Shout out to little Boosie.
yo, that's OD, yo. Boosie, yo, he was like, he did not know what was going on. He was so
They was
oblivious,
on his ass
man.
about that.
Hell
But look what he
yeah.
did though. He flipped it. So now he's giving scholarship money back to them. He's hosting it at the Bushi Bass. He's going to have a Kappa step off or stroll off or whatever. Whoever can shimmy the best, they're going to be able to take away $6,000 community service.
I
That's
thought it
true.
was funny that he was like, "Y'all always step into my song. Y'all gotta show me
Yeah.
some love." Like that.
And his brother is a Kappa.
Okay.
That's jokes. That's jokes. So now that we kind of got down, you know what I mean, we got through that through the reasoning behind the list and everything, what we liked about it, what people had grievances with, whatever. Let's move forward now. You know what I mean? We got 2020 in front of us. You know what I mean? We got 2021 in front of us. One of my last conversations I had with you, and I know something that you've been working on, like that's it's pretty much like your baby. I don't know if you want to discuss that now or not, or if it's not time yet. But if not, then let us know what you are working on
No.
going forward.
So I've been working in battle rap for years. I did an animation called Blockhead. We also did comic books and toys.
Facts.
And it was about this guy named Black. He's based off of Nas. And he's from
You know what I was about to say, J Black?
not, and actually it's spelled way different. But Black, our kid Black, is from like these projects is kind of like Queenbridge or whatever. And every time he battles people, he represents righteousness, goodness, or like kind of like a lug. So kind of like not even like a lug,
Like a
like
oops?
a B dot, like a B dot.
Okay.
Like a B dot.
Okay.
Like he got the potential. Like Nas, he's Nas. He got the potential to be amazing, but he talks. So whatever he raps is super. His words are light and they affect people. But on the flip side, he also battles this guy named Vulture. Whenever Vulture raps, the Shadow Demons come. So if you check out, the animation is actually YouTube Blockheads BLOKHEDZ. Last year was our 15th anniversary, and we're about to relaunch it this year with some other things. Really cool. And so you get to see how your words can dictate the room, and you see that in battle rap now. You see that when Twerk gets up there, he has something energetic. They got everybody shaking their fingers. Everybody's doing.
Twerk done changed the damn game. Everybody rapping like Twerk now.
Everybody's rapping like Twerk. Or you can see how there's a difference when Surf is on and when Surf is off. But when Surf is on, how he mesmerizes. There's an energy. It's almost like a demon when you see KCJ at the royalty thing. There was something about her that just was like, whoa, pushy. It's like success. And so I think that when we understand that words have power, right? Even the words that I write have power. You know what I'm saying? I can make somebody's day by saying something. Just one word about them. Or I can ruin it. And I can hurt them deeply. Because at the end of the day, they're artists and they're very sensitive about these shit. Shout out to everybody for saying that. Right? So I'm actually in the fall, we will have our first BattleCon. And BattleCon is basically Comic-Con for battle rap fans. It's like a way for battle rap fans, a convention for battle rap fans to come and see their favorite battle rappers, to be in some workshops, be in some panels, be able to sit and talk to them. If our sponsors are right, be able to get some villages set up in our trade room where the Goonies have their section, KP have their section, so getting the right people aligned. We got some dope media partners, big media partners. We have some investors that are incredible, some celebrities, and
crazy.
We're gonna do an actual award show, and the award show is not going to be like the sources list. It's going to be something very independent, something different, and we're going to three of the awards that we're going to give out is the best battle rap league large, best battle rap league medium, and best battle rap league small, and it's going to be an international competition.
So, Yeah,
So
that
we're
makes a
gonna
big
get
difference because as much as people love Smack and URL, them other countries, they be loving battle rap. Like, they be having their own leagues that we don't know nothing about and a whole different language that just be going crazy.
and I think that's the only way you make it fair.
Right.
We didn't talk
Absolutely.
about the top events, right, of last year, right?
I was gonna
We
bring
And
that up.
we didn't.
and part of the problem is that URL is so skilled at planning out great events. Now, if you're behind the scenes, it might look a mess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the the outcome of it is so extraordinary.
Yeah.
But they had to last year. It was their 10th anniversary,
Mhm.
and they basically had everybody on a choke. Nobody was getting anything out of that year, and you can't be
Nope.
mad at people for just saying something. You know, they could be saturated in bullshit, but they didn't. You know.
That's a
What
fact.
was your favorite event of last year, Nikki?
Uh, uh,
You've been to a lot.
I want to say, see, I like battles for different reasons and events for different reasons.
Hmm.
Um, like I love the energy behind Summer Impact. Just
Summer
the
Impact
two
was
and
fire.
I was
but
not
I
Summer
don't.
Impact. Damn it.
I was in
But
the building.
I
That
but
shit
at
was
the
know.
same
fire.
time, I love Resolution.
Mm.
I
Resolution
love.
was
That was in Atlanta, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Resolution
yeah.
was the energy. The energy in Atlanta was different. I'm not gonna lie. It
I
was
mean, Atlanta, my favorite. That's my second home. Or my one
I
of them,
like the
but
look, the how Resolution looked from the cam perspective. Like I
oh, you
just
did?
like the whole background, the mansion. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
Yeah, Spot is fire. Like, I
yeah.
want
That
to do a
spot was
part.
super fire.
Gnome Nine in
Dome Nine
Houston. I
was
love Houston. Houston is just different.
the
I
energy
think
in
y'all got
Dome
it right
Nine
with that
was
one. No, nah, they got the best crowd. Houston got the best crowd.
Houston's different. It's different. Um, I mean, you could go. You know, so those are my three joints that I really like.
Resolution, Dome Nine, and
I
Double
like Respect
Impact.
the Shooter. I like Respect the Shooter.
Yo, you know what's funny? Yo, my one of my favorite events. I always tell France and Tony, bro, when we together, we love being at Queen of the Ring events. I don't know why. I have no idea. It always feels like a little like reunion, like for us. Like we get super drunk. Like yeah, we there for battle rap, but like we be on some other type
But
of
that,
time there.
I mean, I'm the type of
Nick,
yeah. I'm here. I'm sorry. Somebody's
yeah.
trying to call.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Um, I I like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be anywhere. I'm the type of person. The only place I can't do is Waffle House. Let me tell you this Waffle House story. I never went to Waffle. I've never been to Waffle House ever in my life, right? Um, and at the last battle, what was the last battle? In Virginia, maybe. Where's the last battle? Yeah, Royalty was in Virginia,
Royalty.
Damn, yeah.
Okay.
and so Henny, Ryder, all of them, and my niece were like, "Oh, you never been to Waffle House in the middle of the night? We all hungry. Ain't nothing going on in Richmond. Nothing." They're like, "Oh, let's go to the Waffle House." So in my mind, Waffle House is just this great place, kind of like IHOP, kind of right.
Facts.
Hell no. We get to this. It was so dirty and disgusting, and everybody looked like
Uh,
it was drunk. Then the lady wasn't trying to like serve us. I had to go clean off the table so we could all sit down. It was, and I'm looking. So Ryder, because he's a Virgo, he was like, "I'm not doing all that." Like he just went and ordered this. But we sat down anyway. You know, I was supposed to wait for somebody to sit you down. Oh no,
yeah.
ain't let nobody sit us down. We just sat. We brodied. Then we was like, "Yo, take our order." We let our order now.
Every
She
time
was
I
so
pull up to a
sloppy.
Waffle House, the cook is always outside smoking. Don't matter which one I go to.
I'm just saying, who wants to eat there? I was like, yo,
D.
I'm used to when I go to URL stuff, we go to spots that's just crazy, some nice stuff. But I guess I went to the Waffle House. My first experience. I'll never go back. No, never, ever. Turn me off.
That's
What'd
how
you
we
eat?
do. We did that.
When did I have a grilled cheese sandwich?
Kept it real plain, huh?
Because I'm looking at the menu. I was like, who eats this?
I've never been to Waffle House, so I have no idea.
Yo, it's cafeteria food. I'm like, what is this?
He said cafeteria. Only thing I know about Waffle House, they need to stay on World Star. That's like the battlegrounds for World Star. Waffle House, but nah, that's super dope. Like I think that BattleCon idea though, I think that's gonna be big.
Oh, it's not an idea.
No, I know.
It's a company. It's a thing.
So when do you think that? What do you think? What are you shooting for it to go down?
It's gonna be the fall. Wait, the fall.
The fall.
It's gonna be the fall. Do you and did you? We had an event. BattleCon had an event the day before the Cassidy Arsenal battle. We had a party.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did have a party, but I always do one day events when I go out of town just because of the family. Like I always fly in and fly right out. So I missed the party, but I heard you had a big party as well. Yeah, you're right.
It was nice. Uzi Vert was there. Yeah. You know, we's in Philly, so why would we bring Uzi out?
That's a fact. That's a super fact.
I wanted some other people to come through, but you know, some people want to stay away from battle rap. So
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Nah, we need more eyes on battle rap, not less.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm.
What commercial artist, female or male, do you think could fare well in battle rap now, outside of the people that they had in already?
Wow,
good question.
What female industry rapper?
Female or male?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You said either or, right?
Yep, either or.
That I think that would do.
I think Conway would be fire.
I would like to see Banks. I think Lloyd Banks would have he probably could make that transition.
Why do you think that?
Just because he's a punchline rapper, and I just think that I think that his punches is real witty. I think he's real witty with it, and I don't think I don't know about the entertainment factor. I don't know if he'll be entertaining enough to hold the audience, but I definitely think the bars will be there. That's my pick. I say Banks.
Somebody in the chat said Kiss or Styles.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I don't know about Kiss and Styles. I agree with Conway. I think that Conway is definitely one of those people that could but not a lot. Honestly, I have very little faith in these industry rappers. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Is it because they don't have personality, or is it because you think that they don't have the?
I think that they don't know the transition. Like everybody thinks that everything that they say is fire, and nobody really wants to change their style. I think that battle rap, it has a certain kind of dare I say format. You know what I mean? Because it shouldn't. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a format to something like that. But it's almost like if someone raps on a beat, right? You can't just rap on the beat whatever way you can rap on the beat whatever way you want to, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be fire. Like you have to be able to keep that delivery. You have to have that delivery on the beat, and I think that even though there's no beat, you still need a certain delivery to deliver it to fans. Like we have to be able to take it in a certain kind of way.
So let me flip it, right? Is that not the same conversation that is had when battle rappers make music and is submitted into the commercial world?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But is it true? It's not true though.
I think that
Surf just did 8 million with his Mozzie rap. 8 million streams between YouTube, Spotify, and Tidal in 2-3 months.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but here's the thing,
shout
though,
out
right?
to Blood Cousins. You gotta go.
Yeah, shouts to Blue. That's fire. Him and Mozzie is fire. But here's the thing, though. How many times are you gonna hear a Surf song in a club? It's like
I don't know, but I heard it on the radio. I heard the What's Changed on the radio.
Absolutely. Me too.
That was like I wish I was breaking up with my joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like I was like, you know, it's like I don't have no joint to break up with, but I wish that I could sing that about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or
Nikki, did you
Raya,
have
or
somebody? Did you have somebody in mind as far as who you think can transition from music to battle rap?
I think 50 would be funny.
50 Cent.
Because again, I don't think that Charlie Clips is an amazing rapper, but he don't win because he's a lyrical miracle. Though I believe that he could be a lyrical miracle.
I love that
I
word.
think he wins because he keeps things simple and he knows how to crowd. And I think that if you know how to say something funny as hell and get them, you know what I'm saying, get them with you. I think Missy Elliott might do in it. I think that Megan Thee Stallion would get up there and be dangerous. I've seen her in ciphers. Um,
Mm.
I think
Can you
that I
imagine
think
a promo that 50 would get battle rap? 50 would be trying to body somebody in the promo.
I
Trying, he
mean
would body somebody in a promo.
50 would be ridiculous. I think they'd be really interesting to see what Kendrick Lamar would do, because the other part about like to address your thing about format and cadence and all that stuff, it is regional. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So over the weekend, Project Blowed had battle. Um, y'all familiar with Project Blowed?
Nah,
How was that?
So
nah. Put
Project
us on.
Blow is probably one of the battle rap cipher type joints from the West Coast. They Freestyle Fellowship came out of Project Blue. AC Alone, Exhibit and them used to be out there. Far Side used to go there. I remember if you watch that documentary on Netflix, The Evolution of Hip Hop, or whatever that is, Evolution of Hip Hop. There's an episode about like the West Coast outside of the gangster stuff, right?
Right.
And Project Blow used to be this like get together like over there near the Lamert area, like Crenshaw, all right?
Uh huh.
And they would just get busy. So 25 years later, they're bringing it back. So it baffles me when look at battle rappers if it just started with the smack stuff or with Lux or with them on the corner. People just
Right.
battle. Like I got a interview that I'm saving forever with Big Daddy Kane, right? And Big Daddy Kane, how he discovered Jay-Z was because he was trying to battle Jazzo, because Jazzo Kane were like the biggest battlers. They would go to people blocks and just call you out and just battle you. They would never get together. So somebody paid them to get on a record, and they thought they was going to be on a record battling each other. But what happened is they just like, nah, we don't want y'all battle. We just want y'all to do a record. And Jazzo was like, well, we just doing a record. Can my man jump on? His man was Jay-Z.
That's fire.
Jazzy gets on the record, and so the guy was like, you want to do a tour with Jazzo? And Kane was like, nah, I actually like the little light skinned dude. And he took him, tour with him with Pay LaBelle and da da da, and changed Jay-Z's life.
That's
Kane did.
crazy.
Wow.
Like, but that's, I mean, if you read the Rakim book, and I hate to sound like I'm an old school,
No,
but
we need his. You're a historian. We need historians in the culture.
well, it's important. I'll give you two more stories. One, if you read the Rakim book, his he has Don't Sweat the Technique or something like that. The technique is it really like a biography, a memoir, as well as it's how to write, like a how to write manual. Y'all know who Rakim is? Because some people don't know. Like I
Yeah,
know
Absolutely.
some battle
definitely.
rappers, but I know some battle rappers told me they didn't know who Rakim was, and I wanted to
Wow.
look at them and smack them, but
Yeah.
I'm not
The
violent.
yeah, the book that she's talking about is Sweat the Technique. That's the name of the
Sweat
book.
the Technique.
Yeah.
So when you read it, he talks about how he lived in Long Island, right? But they used to bring him to Brooklyn so he just walk up and down the street and battle people and get money. That's how he got money. He was like 12, 13. You got to think about when he wrote Eric B for president. Um,
Hmm.
eh, they talked about thinking of a master plan. Ain't nothing but, he was 18, 17, 18 when he wrote that stuff. You know what I'm saying? When he changed hip hop, 17, 18.
OD.
But that was a battler.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got somebody like Roxanne Shante.
The real Roxanne.
Roxanne Shante. No, not the real Roxanne. The real
That
Roxanne
was
was
that
down
was
with
that
UT.
this that was the diss track, right? The real Roxanne.
No, the real
Oh.
Roxanne was a different person. So UTFO was produced by Full Force, right? The group, and they had the song Roxanne Roxanne. So Roxanne Shante, she's from Queensbridge. She was going around killing everybody. She would go to Brooklyn, she would go to Harlem, she would go to Queens, and she was killing people so bad that they would make people show their teeth before they could go. And she had braces, so it's like make all people smile. If you had the bracelets, you weren't allowed to come into certain clubs because you were
Uh,
that nice that you would kill everybody, dudes included. She was a crazy freestyler. They was blocking her at doors, right? And so
right.
the guy Marley was on the radio and he was like, he lives in Queensbridge though also. And he saw her walking down the street. She was getting ready to wash her clothes and he was like, no, come up here. And she was like a booster.
Oh,
And
that's
she like,
crazy.
yeah, Queensbridge. She fly. So she was like, oh, I'll rap for you, but you gotta go get me some Jordache jeans or whatever it was. He was like, bet. Got up there, she killed it, went back downstairs to wash her clothes. He took the one take, right? And put it on the radio. Roxanne, Roxanne. And so UCFO was like there was 100 different spinoffs. UCFO was like, yo, they getting money off of our stuff. So they came and they got their own Puerto Rican joint. And that was the real Roxanne. Because they wanted to get in on some of this money. So
Is that
all
the
of
same
this
Roxanne they had the Netflix was it special about or something?
yeah, movie, yes. It was a
Movie, okay,
great
okay.
there was a girl in that movie. Her name was Latifah. It was like Roxanne's sister. Shout out to her. Her name is Eden Duncan. My daughter. Put it out here.
Oh, snap. That's dope.
Getting movies.
Getting that movie bag, man. That's crazy. That's super dope. So we talked about the BattleCon. Before I get you out of here, Nikki, because you definitely rocked out with us for over an hour. You know what I mean? I super love you for that. Super and grateful for that. Is there anything else you know what I mean we need to look out for as far as the moves you're making and the things that you got to not even just battle rap but just the culture in general, the hip hop culture?
I mean, I just think that it's important for us to start getting our credit together. One, I think that it's important
That's
for
a
us
fact.
to start collaborating. And everybody want to get money. Everybody want to start their own business and be a CEO, but they don't have the basic. They don't want to go to school and learn what it takes to be X, Y, and Z. There's a reason why Smack and them are so successful because B and Chico and Smack have paid dues.
Absolutely.
Have paid dues, and they've invested themselves in learning the craft. And if you talk to them outside of battle rap stuff, outside of making, they doing regular stuff. They got families. You know what I'm saying? They do. Beasley does martial arts. It's something that you got to do to get your spirit and your mind right. And so, whether we're in battle rap or whatever, I just want us to be whole people and not get caught up in just the facade of the culture, but really understand that the culture should permeate everything that you do, how you walk. When you walk into a boardroom, you still hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You might not be a battle rapper, but you still got this swag. Like, yo, I see things that you don't see, and that's the genius of battle rap. Is that these women and men, they see things that the average person
Absolutely
can't see. I love Tay Rock. Tay Rock has been rapping since 15.
Yeah,
When you
since he was
consider
16.
that, when you consider like he didn't go to college, but he's just as brilliant as Shakespeare. When you look at the way he put his words together, really, he didn't go to no university. You know what I'm saying? But you can study him. There should be a class. Shout out to Nikki Knowledge because she does the work to create curriculum out of this.
Absolutely.
You know?
No, shouts to Nikki Knowledge on 15 Minutes of Fame.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's who I am. I'm about uplifting people, encouraging people to be their best selves, and also seeing, well, where is there an opportunity for us to all collaborate and lift each other and move towards a higher cause. There's a reason why hip hop is the #1 genre in the world. It's not just because black men look good. Because I heard that recently.
That's OD.
White women and white women want to be with black men, and white men secretly want to be black men, which is why seeing such an aggressive form of music is attractive to them. I went to a.
That's crazy.
I'm such a talker.
Nah, it's all
I went
good.
to 50 Cent's The Power thing. The finale was this weekend, right?
Right.
So I went to a party, one of the parties that they had for the finale, right? And it was at this spot. Spot was fire, but it was small. Nothing but white kids. Shout out to the white people. Nothing but white people.
Yeah.
All over the place. And the DJ played no Billie Eilish, didn't play no
Facts.
Panic at the Disco, no Taylor Swift, no nothing. Everything was hip hop. Everything, what could I do it on my baby? Like, and they was wilding out.
They knew that
Clearly,
shit word for word.
word for word. Wait, I'm waiting for y'all to say the N word. Just waiting. um,
OD.
and it was interesting just to see how our culture is their culture, and if we don't take it seriously, right, it's not going to be our culture. Jazz music was our, and my generation actually revered jazz. That's why you got somebody as dope as a Q-Tip. That's why Mobb Deep is dope, because samples and then put it in some grimy stuff and flip it and cut it. And like the things that we did to set the tone for y'all to do what y'all do is incredible. Like
Yeah, shit's crazy.
shout out to Rain, because Rain understands that when if you ever sat down with Rain
Rain is
and the
super hip
Bloods,
hop.
brilliant young brother, brilliant young brother. And if you listen to how he sees music, he don't just hear music, he sees music, right?
Mm.
You know that he's been studying music. That's what I would like for us to do, just study our music, study our culture, before somebody take it and they make money off. And praise God that the caffeine thing and Smack and like Drake collaborated with them, because he could have went with somebody else, right?
Oh, yeah, facts.
He could have did
Yeah.
an Eminem thing. He could have did a King of the Dot thing. He could have been something, but he went with people and put the work in. I know everybody think that I'm URL
Yeah.
biased. I'm not.
Yo,
I love I
it's
love
go ahead, nigga. My
ARP and
bad,
all
my
them.
bad.
No,
Yeah.
no, you jump in. I love you. I just want to say that because everybody think I'm
Yeah,
biased.
no, no, not at all. It was crazy though, cause like when I heard the caffeine thing today, right? Um, my first thoughts was Smack is far from stupid, yo. Like
Yeah.
he cherishes, that's his baby. Like URL is his baby. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna sign off on nothing unless he like 100% is all in on it. You know what I mean? You know how many people probably came at Smack already, offering all types of money to him, offering all types of opportunities to him, and he probably like didn't sign off on it. Like this
And
had
this
to
isn't
be,
exclusive. This isn't
yeah,
exclusive.
yeah,
It's not like all the battles are going to just be on that, because the
right.
battles it's only going to be 3 to 4 battles on the streaming service and be on the app.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just talk about this quick? I don't want to talk about no man money, but
Yeah,
what a brilliant businessman. We want to idolize John Gotti. We want to idolize Donald Trump. Trump is the most mentioned man in hip hop and hip hop records. Mentioning is between him and my guy Sherbinsky, who does gelato. His product is mentioned, one of the top mentioned products. Shout out to gelato,
right.
um but Trump is the most mentioned. But we want to idolize the wrong people. These black men are strategizing. Shout out to ARP. He does the same thing. Shout out to Debo. I know, he tries, and the idea that he could connect with URL and do something is brilliant to see. Black organizations together, Motown rocking with Philly International instead of being in competition. One of my biggest hurts is to know that ARP and the URL guys don't work with each other. I mean, granted, businesses can be business. Somebody got to be Def Jam. Somebody got to be Loud Records. Somebody got to be Raucous. Somebody got to be Bad
Facts.
Boy. But now, when you see all of them together at the billionaire brunch, they chilling together. They not
Yeah,
arguing. They not fighting. They respecting each other's hustle. And so that's what I would like the culture to evolve, where I can make money. We can change lives. We could change, right?
absolutely.
Ultimately. And music, that's why we have culture. Culture for black people starts with the drum. The drum is the signal for us to come together and change our lives for the better.
Absolutely, man. Freddie, man, damn, Nikki, we drop. Yo, it's crazy because every time I'm with Nikki, man, she always leaving me with something to think about, yo. Like real shit.
Oh,
She dropping gems.
Always, man, always,
shout out
bro.
to John John says, drop these jewels. Like, pay attention, I drop these jewels. All right.
Yo, so with that being said, man, Nikki, you want to let everybody know where they can find you at if they have any questions about the the BattleCon or any other ideas that they might want to shoot your way, where they can find
Sure,
you
you
at.
sure you can find BattleCon Media on Instagram, you know, or you can go to the Source magazine,
Mm.
the source.com, or buy our magazine. We're about to have a magazine dropping in March. And look for ND Smith. That's what I write under. Shout out to the Source. Our last out of our last maybe 6 books, had three to four battle rappers that's in our unsigned hype. So,
See, y'all gotta read, man. Y'all gotta read. Stop just talking shit.
Rum Nitty was an unsigned hype. Surf was an unsigned hype.
I just was listening to Rum Nitty today in the car.
Nice, right? He's
Nitty got some shit, yo. Nitty got some shit music wise too.
But, all right, before we go, say the battlers that we need to be listening to their music. Who name your five? Freddie, you tell me your five, and so I can listen to some good stuff. Download some music.
Let's see. I like riders. You talking about the typical shit or some shit you probably don't know? Because I'm not deep into like. I listen to the typical shit. The riders, the verbs, serves. Who else? Nitty. You just said Nitty. Who else, man?
You said rider, verb, and
surf. Yeah, and then I always liked what's his name, bro? Big. What's dude from NYB, man? I always fuck his name. Is it Big Hand?
Brooklyn Hand.
Brooklyn Hand. Here we go. Brooklyn Hands. Okay. I like his shit too. He's dope.
Okay. What about you?
I got a whole list. Definitely Ryder. Ryder makes incredible music. The Saga makes incredible music. The Saga's music is fire.
Suge dropping something Friday.
Absolutely. Suge just dropped the album. He got a hit on his hands, I think, with that big nigga. I think that's a hit. With the dance and all that. I think Geechee Gotti makes great music.
Geechee Gotti makes fire music.
I think Chef Trez makes great music. Very slept on. Rum Nitty makes great music. And these are people that's other than the surfs and the verbs in them. I think B-Dot makes incredible music.
Definitely.
Hustle makes good music.
Hustle makes great music. I think Rock makes good music. You know what I'm saying? I think Calico makes good music. I think that he had a hit with that beat a nigga ass. Yeah, with Banner. I think he had one. It's so many people. T-Top makes good music.
T-Top,
that new joint he just dropped a couple of weeks ago. Crazy.
For some people that don't know, just to switch it up, I like Death Dealers Anonymous. That's Dirtbag Dan and Reverse Live. I have them on my playlist. I play them a lot. I like Animal Planet. I think they got some good shit. Shout out to Avocado with Ruin Your Day album, because all those albums are fire. Damn, I just went through a lot of people, didn't I?
Damn, Ben just shitted on my list.
Y'all listen to a lot of battle rappers' music. Like, only person that I feel like listen as much as me is like Fat Boy. He's not on it. That's one of our other co-hosts. But Fat Boy listens to a lot of battle rap music. Like, you know what I mean? I get a lot of my music from some of his blogs sometimes too. So, shout out to
as you should though. I don't understand how, like, you guys off. I hope your audience goes out and downloads everybody's music and just they make amazing music and they deserve people not to look at them like, why your fans don't support you in spaces. That's why we're doing a BattleCon also, so that we can bring some of these industry people there. I got record label people coming. I'm actually it's some things. Yeah. It's some things.
For those that I've been tuning in and rocking with us, yo, I'm telling you, yo, like, This woman is the real deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that this BattleCon thing is gonna change the game. Like, it's gonna be something that it's gonna elevate battle rap. You know what I mean? And when we make this impact list again, the top impact is gonna be number one. I'm sure of that.
Oh, thank you. That's a blessing.
So
shout out to Bless the Mike. He's about to have an event at the end of the month.
Definitely, shout out to Bless the Mike. Definitely that. Nikki, man, I appreciate you, Nick. OD, like, this was a conversation that needed to be had, and you definitely hit us with a lot of gems, man. You dropped a lot of gems on us today. I super respect it. So what's up? We go be Atlanta, right?
Huh? Yeah, we gonna see each other in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Hey, guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing on the next day?
What's that?
After I'm going to walk the bridge. The summer. I'm doing the bridge. It's the 55th anniversary of the march across the bridge on Selma Bloody Sunday. Where they got beat up. John Lewis, Dr. King, and all them got beat up by those racist folk.
Right.
So I'm doing that on. I'm gonna leave y'all and go to Alabama to do that.
That's dope. I got a whatchamacallit. Shout out to Rita. She said, "Hey, Nikki."
Hey, Rita. Let me just tell you about a woman that knows her stuff.
Yeah, Rita knows shit.
So you might know me because I'm right under her neck. Like, yo, And all the battles like, what do you think? I think she's. So Rita's amazing. She's amazing, and she be
Facts.
sober when she's telling us what she thinks.
Facts, man. Shout, make sure y'all subscribe to Rita and Airwar, the new YouTube channel. Super dope content. And we definitely looking forward to that as well. Nikki, you are always welcome to come up here whenever you got something going on. We definitely want to know. We definitely love to talk about it with you, or whether it's battle rap or just talking hip hop and period. And you could just hit me up whenever when it's just about life.
Absolutely. God bless you all. I can't. I need some pictures of some babies.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They. I'm starting to hear them whining, so I'm about to go feed them right after this.
I'm a twin, right? So I want to.
You are a twin. I forgot.
Yeah.
You are a twin.
So
Dope.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. But with that being
Rita
said,
call me.
man.
Rita call me.
Yeah, she said she loves your spirit. She loves you and your spirit so much. Rita, she said call her. So do that. As well. With that being said, thank you everybody for that's been tuning in with us today at New Ever Podcast. We're gonna just keep things going. You know what I mean? Like I said, different content. If there's any questions that you had that you wasn't able to ask tonight, definitely leave them in the comment section, and I'll make sure that they get to Nikki as well. With that being said, it's your boy Ben Swayze, Freddie. We out of here, bro.
We out of here, Brody.
You already know.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you,
Y'all
Nikki.
later.
You already
Bless
know.
y'all.
Everybody, man.
We out.
Holla at us, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think, all that other good shit. We out of here. One.